Hi, everybody. I am Spoiled Fruit, also known as Duo Brown, depending on the situation. But I kind of just wanted to go through and give a bit of an update on what I'm working on. And sorry if you can sometimes hear stuff going on in the background. I don't have a soundproof room. So often when I'm recording any audio for either of my channels like this, I usually have to stop and start audio again and again until I can, select audio that I like. Anyway, that's not the point. What I was wanting to talk about today was just kind of where my channel's going right now, as far as the Duo Brown channel goes, and what I plan on doing with everything in the future. I've been uploading pretty regularly recently with the Dissidia videos and now the Dragon Ball Xenoverse videos for kind of the extra story that goes on past the main story. I originally had wanted to upload kind of a story for each of my main protagonists from the first and second game before I did that, but I knew that there was no way I was going to be able to do that in a timely manner, so I decided to just go ahead and start uploading the extra stories first, mainly because they do show a little bit of what happens when you bring the different characters with you, and actually I really like that kind of stuff, so yeah, that's why I decided to do that. Currently, right now, I am working on, like I mentioned, the overarching plot from the first Xenoverse and the second Xenoverse with each of the main races. So one Buu, one Namekian, one Saiyan, one human, and one of Frieza's race, which I'm just going to call Frost Demon because that sounds so much better. But anyway, so I'm working on that. I am also working on the Shadow Heart series. I had originally started recording the first Shadow Hearts, got not too terribly far into it before I realized that what I should do is go back and record Kudelka first, which, for those who don't know, Kudelka is a game that is directly related to the Shadow Heart series. Of course, that's of course if you even know what the Shadow Heart series are, since it's a relatively unknown game. But so I'm going through and I'm going to do Kudelka since it's relatively short compared to Shadow Hearts as a one video. It's probably going to end up being around an hour and a half to 2 hours long, and then I'm going to post that, and then I'm going to start uploading Shadow Hearts as well. And Shadow Hearts, luckily, is pretty well segregated into very short parts. It's like you go here, you do this, so that's going to end up being kind of a series, sort of like Final Fantasy X was. But yeah, and then after that, I have been editing Dragon Age together, and I'm still going to be uploading those. I am going to still be uploading the Old Republic, though relatively slowly, because that's a lot of information to record and then put together. I've actually recorded most of the main storylines for the light side heroes. I am also doing dark side and neutral, which takes a while. Surprisingly a lot faster than when I did the light side heroes, though. But because I recorded them at different points, you're going to notice a lot of video quality differences, because literally while I was recording everything, I actually got a new computer, so there are moments in the female troopers storyline where the frame rate will drop down to 15% because I didn't realize that shadows cause that game to chug really hard for some reason. And then I ended up actually turning the shadows off, and it looks so much better, but then later I ended up getting a new computer and it can run the shadows fine, so yeah. So you're going to notice a little bit of discrepancy in some of the quality as it goes along, but that's okay. I'm also going to continue with Bully and The Walking Dead. I may not get to them immediately, but I am going to continue doing them. And then from there, I'll see what happens after that. I also wanted to mention that I do plan on doing a Patreon at some point. I'm guessing around the time one of my two channels hits 10,000 subscribers. I don't want to do it before then, simply because I I feel like that's just kind of, I don't know. I don't really see the point in that yet, but possibly if my content becomes more popular, then yeah, I think that would be really cool. But yeah, if you haven't checked out my other channel, it's called Spoiled Fruit Productions. I'll link it in the description below. There I do a lot of reviews and top 10 lists, and I've recently started a lore series where I'm actually looking into the lore of the game Dead by Daylight. That was the first lore game that I wanted to start with because it's relatively simple, and then I'm actually moving on to something a little bit more in-depth, which is going to be Knights of the Old Republic all the way up through the Old Republic, so that'll be fun. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep uploading. Oh, sorry, one more thing I actually wanted to mention. So currently, since I've changed my uploading schedule recently, here's kind of what I'm planning on doing. Every day during the week, so Monday through Friday, I'm planning on uploading a video like the Dragon Ball Xenoverse videos that I've been doing. And then I'm going to be saving more quote-unquote major uploads for the weekend. So, like for instance, I've gotten mostly through recording Kudelka, and then I plan on having that edited by the end of this week, and then that should go up on either Saturday or Sunday. And then if I manage to finish another larger project, one that requires a lot more editing, and basically after after work, then the Xenoverse videos due, I'll also upload those on the weekend, and that's kind of the trend I'm gonna try and go to, and unless at some point I actually happen to have all the time in the world, which is not currently right now, because I'm also going to school and I have to work full time, so my schedule is pretty packed. But yeah, just kind of wanted to, for those who were curious what I was trying to do, that's kind of the way the schedule is going to be working right now, and yeah. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I've been trying to be more involved with my comments lately, so, and yeah, I'd love to hear like any suggestions of what y'all might like to see, because I am actually going through a lot of older games. But yeah, so until next time, I'm Duo Brown and Spoiled Fruit, and I'll see you next time.